Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode here, where nothing is easy. Warriors and wenches, good to see you all. Welcome back, welcome back. We have another hard rant stream. The news keeps on pumping out, and I'm ready to give it to you. Wow, what the fuck did I just say? Anyway, it's good to see y'all. Loving the support. I appreciate all of you. There's a few things that I really want to talk about, and then there's a couple of things that are probably gonna get me a little angry, but I think people will appreciate what I'm about to talk about in just a minute. Hold on, I'm just trying to organize a few things up in here. Boom, boom, set, awesome, done. Good afternoon, Craig. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you all. We have stuff to talk about Ubisoft. We have stuff to talk about Soulslike games with Polygon. We also have stuff to talk about with Twitch. We have a couple of things that we got to talk about. But it's good to be back. We are now on day 2 for the 90 day stream. We are going, no, we're on the 3rd day. We're on the 3rd day of the 90-day stream marathon. I will keep on doing it, even though my job kicks my ass. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I want to do it. It makes me feel much better, especially for my, my mental stability. I like to keep myself moving. A lot of people, there's some people out there that are just like, man, I just like lying around and just sleeping and just taking naps, and I'm like, nah, man, I don't fucking take naps. That's gay. I like to work. I like to stay focused. I like to be busy, and of course, when you work hard, well, you sleep hard. It feels good to take a vacation now and again, but it feels good to work a whole day, get things done, do something productive, and then take a nap. I hate feeling like I'm lazy. I hate it. I fucking hate it. But anyway, love the support. I'm just gonna chill here for a bit. There is, I don't want to rush the stream. I'll wait for a couple of people to come in. It's good to see you all. Good to see you all. A lot of people are playing right now. Gamer Empress is playing. Oh, she just finished Stellar Blade. Nice. That's good. That's good. Good to have her. Man, I have a lot of stuff that I recently wish listed. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, we will be playing. Oh, by the way, tonight we are going to play Metro. We are going to get right back on to Metro. I wanted to finish. Which Metro is it? It's Metro. Where is it? Metro Last Light Redux. We're going to go ahead and finish up Metro Last Light Redux, because I definitely want to play the next version. I've never played that. We just finished Metro, the first one. We're gonna finish the second one, and then I do want to do the third one a little bit later. But yeah, love Metro. I'm surprised how much I enjoy Metro and Stalker franchise. I didn't think I was gonna like it. Here's the thing. I almost like it more than Fallout. Those are two post-apocalyptic sort of, stories there, right? Well, I'm gonna say this. I like old Fallout way more than Metro or Stalker. But new Fallout, like Fallout 4 and Fallout 76, I like Stalker and Metro way more than the new Fallout. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I think there was a certain level of charm that I liked with the old Fallout, because it's just like it withstands the test of time. You know what I mean? There's some old-esque sort of charm that I like with the old Fallout, but I feel like the charm has kind of left Fallout since Fallout 4, a little bit, but it definitely left in Fallout 76. Fallout 76 is a walking pile of dung heap. It is just a microtransaction negative, net negative to Fallout. It is. It just is. Everything feels like, it feels like you're on a roller coaster at some you ever go on a roller coaster and it says it's this or that, like it's a roller coaster for Fallout or a roller coaster for whatever sort of like promotion it is, but you don't feel like it is, you know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, this roller coaster is called the good example, this is the Mario and Nintendo roller coaster, and you get on the roller coaster and it's just like any other roller coaster. You're just like, it doesn't feel Mario-esque. It doesn't feel like, you know, that sort of theme. Some roller coasters do, but most roller coasters, it's just like they gave it a theme and it doesn't even feel like the theme. There are some that do, but most of them, they don't. It's like, oh yeah, this is a Viking roller coaster, and you're on the roller coaster and you're like, where was the Viking theme? Whoa. Like they totally forgot what the theme is with Fallout. That's what it feels like. That's my rant. Am I making rants already? I'm making rants already? I guess I am. Nope. After this Pepsi, I have to drink water. Briars is gonna complain if I don't drink water. But I got some good electrolytes in the back over here. Checking my stuff here. Good. Everybody hear the music all right? I think, no, it's right up there. Also checking the volume a little bit. It's a little bit lower than usual. Testing. When I get closer, it's like that much. Needs to be a little bit more. Every time when I get back on this thing, it changes. I hate that. That's me, not you. I apologize. Where you at? Yeah. It's somewhere around here. I'm looking for sound. That's the mixer. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. Yeah, it went down to 50. Nigga, I did not put you down here. I put you up here. I would say right at the tip of yellow. That sounded wrong, but you know what? I don't care. That should be good. That's perfect, actually. I'm gonna have to remember that. Keep the settings, for crying out loud. Every time when I put the settings for the audio and it's perfect, I come back and they're just like, reset your settings for the audio. And I'm just like, why only the audio? Why don't you just reset everything? Just start my whole stream from scratch. Why just the audio? We just turned your microphone off for no reason. And I'm like, why? Oh. It's... Yeah, we should get into it. Yeah. I want to talk about this. I think the one that I want to talk about first is Polygon. Polygon's the big one. OBS is trying to silence the rants. Maybe. God damn, nobody told me about my forehead. Y'all just kept it to yourself? God damn, hold on. Where's my hat? Holy shit, where is my hat? What the fuck? Fucking heard that. Bitch. Did I leave it? No. You know what? I think I know. I think I know where it is. That's it's probably long and gone. What's up, Mr. H? Maybe start with a hi before you start playing your fucking... I need to change those noises, by the way. It's, we need an update for those sounds. We need an update. Much better. Much better. Okay. Let's get into it. Sorry. My jam. I think I could keep myself right there. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'll keep chat right there. That's fine. Okay. I think we're good. We're good. You know, I don't make scripts, by the way. Just letting everybody know. I do not do scripts. I don't do that. I just spitball the shit. Alright, here we go. Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing is easy. Here to bring you another hard rant today, belonging to Polygon, where they have a thing where they're saying, alright, that's plenty of Soulslikes. So we're gonna touch up on this. Now, you know me, Mr. Hardcore Mode. I love soulless likes. Well, I like pretty much any game with a certain set of challenges and difficulty. I like that sort of thing. And Soulslike is a really particular genre that I do enjoy, along with a whole plethora of genres of video games out there. But anyway, warriors and wenches, let's get right into it. I do appreciate all the love support you guys have been giving me. Let's go ahead and rant. Let's go ahead and do this. Yes, Polygon. This is by Ari Notice. That doesn't sound like a real name, but sure. But Ari Notice says Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, a game that we will be playing here real soon in like the next 3 days. Coming in 3 days? Yeah. It's a another Chinese sort of Souls-like game, much like you know, what's its name? Wukong. Wukong was a really good game. Basically game of the year from last year. Nobody cares about Astrobot. Nobody's playing Astrobot, so let's be honest. Anyway, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers looks dope, but represents a trend that's gone on too long. Now, let's just be honest. That's just his point of view. This is not some sort of, oh yeah, well, if I say it, then it's true. It's not actually really true. But let's keep on going. What does Ari Notice have to say? Next week sees the release of the very cool looking Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers, an action game where you play as a badass pirate warrior with amnesia while figuring out what's up with your memories. You spend your time fighting giant monsters inflicted by a mysterious feathery illness and have to, damn it, it's another Soulslike. Seriously? I don't know why he said that right then and there. I mean, when you see the cover of the case of the game, when you see it right in front of you, you know exactly what kind of game it is. It's a Souls-like game. I don't know why he went through the process of the intro of the game and he's like, oh, you mean I have to go out here alone and fight hard and hard and difficult enemies? I just don't see why he said that at that moment. He could have started it off, but whatever. I guess an intro is an intro. To be clear, I haven't played Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers yet. Should I just end the video right now? So this whole article, we could just throw it in the trash now, right? Is that what we're doing? I mean, we already got Kotaku coming out and saying, you know what? It's cool that we can skip bosses. You know what? They should start giving us more difficulty options for Elden Ring. I mean, what's this article about? So you saw the front, it feels like you saw the trailer and then you made an article. And I'm just like, all right, let's continue. All right. To be clear, I haven't played Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers yet. You probably should have started off with that. But the genre it's ostensibly part of is emblematic of a gaming trend that's gone on for far too long. There are too many Souls-likes, largely inspired by FromSoft's Demon Souls and Dark Souls. These action-adventure games tend to put a heavy focus on blocking, parrying, dodging attacks, and love to throw a challenging boss fight in your path. Often, they are moody in tone. More often, they make me moody. Okay. Alright. Alright. You suck at video games. And that's fine. Get good, Ari. Maximize said it. Get good, Ari. Quit being a little punk bitch, Ari. Why did you sign up to be a game journalist and you're upset that you're playing more games? I'm out here working a real job. A real job. I don't want to go out and do it, but I gotta do it. I don't do my job every day and then say, man, you know what? Why do we do this every day? Because that's the job you signed up for. That doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like, oh, we gotta do this every day? That's what you signed up for, Ari. The fuck are you talking about? I'm out here busting my ass in the sweat and the heat and the rain, and you're over here complaining that there's more Souls-like? Get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking serious right now? That's your challenge? And by the way, Ari, by the way, there's not that many Souls-likes. If anything, there's a lot of those gay fucking coffee shop games where it's all about feelings and romance and all those cute little, fucking slice of life sort of video games. There's a plethora of those. There's a plethora of Call of Duty games. There's a plethora of the same football and basketball games. We're not going to talk about that, Ari. We're not. What about Assassin's Creed? We're still assassinating now? You know how stupid this sounds? You know how fucking retarded you sound right now? Oh shit. Another Mario game. What am I gonna do? Step on shells and throw them at people again? God damn. It's like another Breath of the Wild came out. It's like, what am I gonna fly around a kite again? Jesus. The only reason that you're upset about this Souls-like is because you have to be a gamer now. You gotta lock in. Just like IGN giving Donkey Kong a 10 out of 10, the reason why the reason why game journalists are upset about Souls-likes is because they have to work hard at winning. That's why. It's the reason why they got upset about Wukong, is because they had to work at it. By the way, Wukong ain't even that hard. I mean, unless you're not a gamer. Game journalist. These games are fun. And every other gamer knows that. Hell, I'm pretty sure there's a good amount, maybe a good percentage of people that would love to have your job and play video games for a living. But you're over here complaining that the boss is too hard. Where? Go fuck yourself. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Gamer Empress, hey, it's good to have you. Good to have you. I saw that you beat Stellar Blade. Much love to you. By the way, that brings into perspective what I'm actually trying to say. You know what? We're gonna leave the giant unicorn and let's keep on talking. The giant unicorn stays. Anyway, it's good to have you. Empress just finished off playing Stellar Blade. You could say it's kind of like a Souls-like game, but it doesn't have a stamina bar, but it's still kind of like a Souls-like game. People enjoy those games for what they are. That's what gamers enjoy. However, when you see a game journalist complain that they're playing Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Elden Ring, Wu Chang Fallen Feather, Wukong, have you ever seen somebody complain that they have to play a game that's challenging for sorry, where am I going with this? Have you ever seen a person complain that they have to play games as a source of income? That is fucking crazy. So here's what I'm trying to say. They are giving high praise to Donkey Kong and low praise to Souls-like games because Donkey Kong is an easy game. Hell, if you get killed in Donkey Kong, there's an assist mode where you can just make the game a whole lot easier. There's only normal mode and game journalist mode in Donkey Kong. So whoever did 10 out of 10 for Donkey Kong, and I'm sure the game is fun, they enjoy the game because they enjoy Donkey Kong because they know they can finish that game so fucking fast, it'll make your head spin. But when it comes to Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, Wukong, when it comes to all these other Souls-likes, they look at it like, oh shit. I gotta work at it. You know how they change the way their tone is? You know what's funny about this whole thing is they change their tone when it's a FromSoft game. You know what I mean? When it's a FromSoft game, they're just like, oh, Bandai Namco, right? FromSoft? And then a Souls-like, a random developer out of nowhere. Well, 505 Games is well known. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, when there's a game developer that is doing a Souls-like out of nowhere, and that even Expedition 33, they still fucking complain. They're like, oh man, somebody who's not reputable, somebody who's an indie developer or a AA developer, and their game is $50 to $60, and I have to play a Souls game. Oh man, we need to stop. But as soon as it's from somebody reputable like FromSoft, they're like, every fucking time. It's one of those access media, let me jerk off to the AAA developers so I can get that sweet, sweet, delicious access media. Get your fucking nose out of my face. Thank you. Anyway, let's continue. The genre has been around in some capacity for about a decade. You mean to tell me that this thing that's only been out for a decade and other games, other genres that have been out far longer, and there's more games for that sort of genre, and you're complaining about the one that's only been around for a decade? But I first noticed it's reached a saturation point in 2022. Nobody said that. There's no such thing as a saturation of video games. That doesn't make any sense. It only is applied to the one individual person, and that's this guy already knows, because he sees it and he's just like, man, I gotta work my ass off to do an article for this. Watch when this game comes out for a review, because he hasn't played the game yet. Everybody, he has not played the game yet. All right, I want you all to listen to me. He has not played the game yet. He is complaining now because you want to know why? Because he knows he has to review the game when it comes out. That's why. He's like, ah, shit, I got 100% a fucking Soulslike game. Ah, God. Anyway, but I first noticed it reached the saturation point in 2022, following the release of Steel Rising. I never played that game. Developed by Spiders, the French studio known for Greedfall. I wish the French studio Spiders would go back to what it was known for. Steel Rising casts you as an automation and an alter. Yeah, we already know this. Yep, gotcha. Yeah, that's like a 5 exclamation point hell yeah minimum. Okay, he says hell yeah a lot in this. Then I played it, and despite the fascinating setup, found a game much like many I've played before. Parry this, dodge that, get ass kicked by a boss a few times. It doesn't seem like you're upset about Souls-likes. You're just upset that there's not enough mechanics in the game to change it up. That's what you're upset about. You're not upset. I still think you suck at the game, but it sounds like you shouldn't be saying this. You shouldn't be saying that's plenty of Souls-like. You should say there needs to be more Souls-like with different flavors. That's what you should be saying. Like Dark Souls and Elden Ring, completely different games. They got different mechanics. They have a different feel to their games. Even with Sekiro, that FromSoft knows that they got to change up the formula depending on their Souls-like. That's what you should be saying, but you're not saying. You only say things that will perk people's ears like mine. You should have. Maybe that's why you didn't want to put that in your title. You just said the most baity shit that I've ever seen. It's like, oh, we need to stop doing Souls-likes. You should have. Your thing would have not been seen if you said something like it's like, oh, we need more Souls-likes with different flavors, that sort of thing. But he knows that it wouldn't have been showing. The following year, Liza P caught my attention. A Pinocchio game with steampunk vibes, also automations. Then I played Liza P and found it much like Steel Rising. What the fuck? No, it's not. Get ass kicked by boss. By the way, you get your ass kicked a lot in Liza P. By boss a few times. Also that year, Team Ninja's action game, Wulong Fallen Dynasty, let me down in a similar way. I'll never forgive you, Zhang Liang. I don't know why you said that. Anyway, Wulong Fallen Dynasty was an L. Let's just be honest. But their game Neo and Neo 2 were awesome. It's okay to realize that some Souls-likes are not good, but it's funny to me that he comes at it where it's just like he comes at this like it's no surprise that there are some Souls-likes that don't land. Like he doesn't realize that. But he looks at this, but he doesn't look at other games that we've seen a plethora of. We've seen a plethora of Mario Kart games. You got this Mario Kart game that's coming out for 80 or 90 bucks, and it's the same Mario Kart that we've all seen. Get the fuck out of here. Why didn't you mention that shit? Oh, because you would lose brownie points from Nintendo. That's fucking why. I mean, we're not gonna talk about that. What about sports games? What about, good lord, where can I even begin? What about the plethora of action games that we've been seeing that all seem the same? What about that? I just find it funny that they point at it to Soulslikes and they notice that people enjoy Soulslikes and then they bash that shit. Like, here's a funny reason. I think the reason why he's bashing Soulslikes is because they know it's a niche audience. It's a niche audience, and that niche audience, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. He's looking at the niche audience and noticing, oh yeah, these people really like very difficult games that I'm not good at. Well, I'm gonna change that. And then you're gonna get articles like, yo, you need to change the difficulty, things need to be easier. He's like, everything's the same. I could understand if the Souls-like games are not all the same, but for you to come at Souls-like with like, that's enough, we need to stop. You can go fuck yourself. Oh, he's talking. Oh, there's more. Even games that aren't technically Souls-likes are still absorbing the genre's DNA. This started to become clear in 2024 with the release of Stellar Blade, an anime as hell action game that looked like what you'd get in Nier Automata was developed with an actual color palette. The gameplay, parry this, dodge that, but the game Black Myth Wukong, a boss rush with heavy Souls vibes that now have multiple Game Award nominations, rolled around later that year. My genre fatigue was so overwhelmed that I didn't even bother playing it. Sir, you have not played Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, and you haven't played Black Myth Wukong. How the hell do you know that it's just like every Souls-like game? It's like coming up to a family of 4 and telling them they're horrible parents. First of all, it's none of your fucking business. And second of all, how the fuck would you know? You're not a parent yourself. You see what I'm saying? This is the second time that he's like, oh, I haven't played this, or I haven't played that yet. How many times are you gonna keep on outing yourself? How many times are you gonna do that? What's up, Val? How you doing? Yeah, it's another Polygon article. Good to see you, by the way. What up, Ricky? So, that's the second time. He has not played Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. He has not played Black Myth Wukong, but for some odd reason, it's the same game as all the other games. Okay. I guess he's seen a couple of trailers or some videos, and then that's what he's come to the point where he's watching other people play the game, and he's not playing it himself. He has become full game journalist. He watches instead of plays. It is completely different, a completely different feeling when you actually play the game. It's a completely different feeling. The same thing with Horizon Zero Dawn. I thought Horizon Zero Dawn was gonna be stupid. I thought it was gonna be a horrible game. When I saw the game, when I actually played the game, I was like, holy shit, this is not bad. It's not bad. You see what I mean? You could even make the case that the Souls-like plague has infected innocent genres as well, like turn-based RPGs, for instance. Did Claire Obscure Let me finish the whole paragraph before I get angry. You could even make the case that the Souls-like plague has infected innocent genres as well, like turn-based RPGs. For instance, did Claire Obscure Expedition 33 really benefit from centering its battles around parrying mechanic with windows so tight that no one over 30 possesses that reflex to react to them? Get good, scrub. Quit being old. Why did you become a game developer? I mean, a game journalist if you suck at video games? Maybe you should bring in younger people into Polygon that actually play video games instead of bringing your old ass in who just complains a lot. You ever thought about that? Actual gamers coming in taking your job? Because you're about to get replaced by AI if you keep this up. The reflexes to react to them. Or would it have been a more confident... By the way, it has nothing to do with his fucking age. His age has... It plays no part in it. You are there with your eyes and then your hands, and that's it. You're not fucking playing basketball. You're not playing football, you dumb bitch. You're in there and you're locked in and playing the game. I saw an old fucker playing a dice game called Battlefield, and he is sniping cats like a fucking G. Okay? He's playing Battlefield and he's a sniping genius and he's like 65 years old. So you can miss me with that bullshit, Polygon. And don't even come to Claire Obscure with that bullshit. Okay? What do you mean by plaguing and infecting innocent genres as well? Like Claire Obscure 30. What do you mean by that? If that's what the developers wanted to put in their game, does that even make it infected? That's your own point of view. Just because you sucked at the game and you probably didn't finish the game doesn't mean you should come at the developers or us and say, "Oh man, you shouldn't have made that game." Go fuck yourself, Ari. Go fuck yourself. It's like, and also, let me add, when you parry something in Expedition 33, God, it feels good. God, it feels good. It's so anime. It's more anime than Stellar Blade. He said Stellar Blade is anime-like, but I think Stellar Blade is more I think Expedition 33 is more anime-like than Stellar Blade. But I find it funny that he would twist his words at like Expedition Sandfall Interactive and say, "Oh shit, you got infected by some sort of virus and it plagued your game. It's so sorry to see." And the developers are like, "No, we wanted this in our game." Ari, you can't parry. You can't parry, Ari. You can't parry. Haha, you can't parry, Ari. So I think we've seen a lot of... Oh, you want us to see the comments? Should we look at the comments? Alright, let's look at the comments. Let's look at the comments. This guy says, reading through the comments, I see so much. I can do this. You should be able to as well. So many of y'all trying to crap on the poster. And for what? Because you're a masochist? Yes. Yes, they're a masochist. They like this shit. They enjoyed the genre that they signed up for. Just like Stalker fans. Y'all crazy son of a bitches. Escape from Tarkov. Y'all are real crazy. Just like any sort of fan that likes Soulslike. Exactly. We enjoy that, and we recognize a game journalist that doesn't know how to do his fucking job. Out of all the genres that they want to be like, "Oh, okay, that's enough Souls-like," he goes after the niche product, the niche genre that is meant for niche people. It's like, oh man. Nobody goes like, "I think it's time for us to not be Mario and you know what I mean? I think it's time for Mario. I think we've had enough Mario because it's so hard to beat Bowser." Ain't nobody says that. Ain't nobody goes like, "Oh man, I think we've had enough driving games because driving is hard." Nobody's fucking saying that shit. "Oh, I think we should stop doing RPG games with swords, shield, and magic because, you know, maybe we should just use a gun." And I'm over here like, you know what? You got a point. You got... I cast gun! But you see what I mean? He goes into a genre, he notices the genre is difficult and it's set for a certain particular set of skills, and he's like, huh, maybe we should stop doing this. No, go fuck yourself. Papa Disco says, that's like saying there's too many RPGs or too many FPS. What'd I say? Man, I get that these games aren't for everyone, but I personally love Souls-like games that are challenging, but I like that if a game is a walk in the park, it's boring as hell. That is also a good point. If a game is a walk in the park, you will give that game to your children. You'll be like, this game's super fucking easy. Here, Timmy, here, you can play this game. Oh, cool. And of course, Timmy's gonna die like 10 times, but he's gonna beat the game sooner or later. But if you give a person, you have no idea what a man is. A man likes to problem solve. A man loves to problem solve. And when you give them the tools and the gameplay and the scenario for something that is meant for problem solving, they will try to solve it. But if you get rid of the problem solving, they ain't gonna stick around. You do realize that, right? It's like, oh yeah, what's gonna be challenging about the game? Oh, actually, you could just talk your way to, you could just talk to the boss and he'll actually let you, you know, slide on by. Yeah, if you talk to the boss and talk about your feelings, then, you know, you don't really have to fight the boss. You could just skip. We got boss skips right now. And people are gonna be like, I'm gonna skip this one. Well, why? You don't have to skip the boss. Yeah, but you're a bitch, so I'm not. It's an option. It's an option to skip the boss. Yeah, but you put it in there, and you're a bitch ass nigga for putting it in there. Hate this article and sentiment with every fiber of my being. Oh, let gamers play. You can go bag goods at Walmart. Booty trapped? I don't even need to read what booty trapped has, but go ahead. Hell yeah, another Souls-like. Getting tired of Souls-like? Don't play them. Don't care for most FPS games, so I don't play FPS games. Easy. Duh. I see so many different shooting FPS games where it's first person and you're shooting, and I can't tell whether or not it's Call of Duty or not. And do I go up to first person shooter enjoyers and say you should change all this shit? No. Death Stranding 2 skip boss? Yeah, I remember that shit. I ain't playing that. They really want game journal mode for Souls-like? I don't even think that. I think they... No, you're right. They do. They want to change Souls-like for themselves. No, you're absolutely right. I take it back. Anyway. Fuck this guy. Love that just chilling with the fam with a good show is comfy in my book. Yeah, yeah, enjoy yourself, man. Yeah. Yeah, I like chill games, but there's chill games. There's I have beaten Elden Ring, Lords of the Fallen, Dark Souls 3, and have yet to parry a single time. I'm halfway through Bloodborne and haven't needed to parry yet. Dodging is in every single... I'm gonna put it back up. Hold up. I forgot to add one more thing, because he did mention that there's a lot of parrying and dodging and all these, you know, he points at it as like, that's the only thing. There's a lot of Souls-like games that give you options on how you want to fight. This is why people say the Unga Bunga build. This is why people say it's the turtle build. This is why people say it's the speedrun build. This is why people say it's the no armor build. This is why people do the rusted sword only build. This is why people do the grenade build where they only throw pots and shit. People are creative and they will find a way. A magic build, a dual wielding build, a poke build, a dot build. People make multiple builds in order to accomplish a sort of set of goals. This person right here, named Shredivane, says it perfectly. I have beaten Elden Ring, Lords of the Fallen, Dark Souls 3, and have yet to parry a single time. I'm halfway through Bloodborne and haven't needed to parry yet. Dodging in every single action hack and slash game. You will find if you slow down and use your brain in FromSoft games that you don't even need to use a weapon and a shield or even magic. Distance management and a good bow can be your best friend in a Souls game. I'm 45, by the way. Jesus. Jesus. The unicorn stays. Where did the unicorn go? Fuck! The unicorn left. We needed that unicorn. And when the world needed the unicorn most, she vanished. Bro, that was a good hard rant. Bro, that was a good... That was a good hard rant. Sorry. By the way, since Val and everybody are here, I do want to say something. I do want to say something since I think Val and somebody else was here. I do want to apologize to Val and whoever has heard me say this, that I did say, you know, I was making a joke, but I shouldn't say stuff like this. I did say like a kill yourself joke, and I want to apologize to everybody right here, right now, that that wasn't called for. I know it was just a joke that I was saying, but you know, I don't like that joke. I like racist jokes, but I don't like KYS jokes. I don't like that. So I apologize. Hope you can forgive me. You're pregnant? Yes. You found out. Yes, I'm pregnant. I honestly didn't even notice. God fucking damn. Fuck you, Val. Yeah. Oh no, I am pregnant. I just had Taco Bell. You're right, Blood Angel. I had Taco Bell. I'm definitely pregnant now. I'm drinking water, Briars. I know what you're saying. I already know. I'm way too British. I wish to die whenever I get in an email from work. I feel you, but I don't want you to die. Hydrate with water. Hydrate with water? Shut up, Briars. You need to stay healthy. Why are you wearing a dirty shirt? I remember when Briars says, is that shirt clean? And I was like, I was so embarrassed. I was so mad.
While we wait, hydrate.
I was like, yo, is my... Never mind, I'm not gonna say it. Mom, is that you? Vodka or water the only options? Jesus, are we going full cheeky breaky? I saw this one video of this one British guy getting fucking pissed at these two Indian people who were trying to steal his stuff. And he was so mad. These two Indian guys were like, it's like, man, you're kind of racist. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. Put my shit back. Cause he was throwing his stuff out. And I was like, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Nah, man, you can't be going into their country and fucking shit up like that. Go ahead. if you think you're racist, just wait until you come here. It's like, if I go over to there, I am a guest, and you have to treat another country like you are a guest, like any other. Obviously, you know, you got to do right by that country's set of rules. And then when you go back to your country, you can tear that tear up your own country, not theirs. You know what I'm saying? I remember when you were get this out of the way. I remember you were eating on stream, and I said I saw crumbs on your shirt. I don't remember that, but thanks for reminding me. Chat, are you like my... Chat's gonna fix my tie, and I'm just gonna be like, the fuck, you wanna... Put a ring on it, chat, jeez. And then you can tell me what to do. Did you go to the gym, or are you just in your pajamas? Go fuck yourself. Yes, I did go to the gym. I was running. Are you in your pajamas? You fuck. Did you see what I sent you in the DMs on Discord? No, I don't think so. This better be some titty pics. 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 I don't see anything. Whoop, whoop. Ooh. Yeah, it achieved 1.4. I remember that ass. Yeah, I do remember that ass. She was like, join my OnlyFans, and I'm like, bitch, you forgot that there's leaks. You forgot that there's leaks. Yeah, I heard that it reached 1.4. Yeah, that's good. Actually, we're about to talk about that here right now. We're actually about to talk about that. I'm gonna save that for later. I'm gonna save that for later. It's like, join my OnlyFans, and I'm like, lady, have you heard of leaks? You haven't heard of leaks. We have one person that is constantly in the OnlyFans, and he gives us the goods. We do not pay for OnlyFans, okay? It's like, but that's wrong. No, it ain't. Man's got a photographic memory of flesh mounds, Madonna's favorite fan right here. Bro, never mind. Let's just go to the next thing, all right? Before chat starts to look at me funny again. Did you hear about the collapse group shutting down games? Oh yeah, the I don't think it's collapse groups. I think it's called Collective Shout, right? Yeah, who pays for OnlyFans? Yeah, exactly. Who pays for OnlyFans? Yeah, dude gives them for free. He's just in there, and he's basically the spy for all of us. And we're just like, it's like, oh, don't forget to subscribe. And I'm like, yeah, right on it. I'm doing it right now. Okay. All right. Hey Anna, how you doing? Oh, we got Kick Up on here too. Yeah, that collective group. Yeah. I'm keeping my eye on them. Please don't, Val. Please don't. All right, let's touch on the next subject. Okay. Okay. This one might be a quick one. This one might be the quickie. This one might be a quickie. Armored Snake says, hell, sometimes I wonder if they're even paying OnlyFans or just a hacker who hides his IP. Never done that before in my life. Nope, not me. I would respect the hack. Exactly. He's doing the God's work. Okay. Let's get right into it. I think we already did that one. We can close that one down. All right. Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode here, where nothing is easy. Warriors and wenches, how y'all doing? We have another hard rant for you. This one pertaining to Ubisoft, constantly falling right into the pit, which they belong, which they put themselves in. They've dug themselves into a hole, and ain't nobody coming up to to lift them out. So I could summarize, if you just want to watch a minute of this whole thing, watch this. Ubisoft argues putting you know what? I'll make this bigger. Ubisoft argues putting microtransactions in single player games makes them more fun. Not done yet. Stay right there. Ubisoft CEO fights back against Stop Killing Games, and he says, where are you? Ubisoft says players are warned when games may discontinue. That's it. That's it right there. We're done. So, microtransactions make single player games more fun, along with, we let you know if the game's dead or not, which they don't. They don't do that at all. If they did, it would go against everything that they stand for. I mean, the capitalism, you know what I mean? You can't just come up to somebody and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna shut this thing down after like 3 years or something like that. But basically, microtransactions make the game more fun. And then he talks about, even though you spent money on microtransactions, that game might discontinue. And then it follows up with their stock prices, their stock going down way down. So you see what I mean? That's literally mostly what I'm going to talk about in this hard rant, because I just find it's like Guillemot or Ubisoft are basically, they're fucking themselves in more ways than one. They've been lying to their own investors. Tencent, they opened the doors to Tencent, and now they're getting fucked by a Chinese small cock. And now they can't shut the fuck up. Now they got this stop. By the way, it's a good thing that Ubisoft is mentioning Stop Killing Games, because that means that we are heading towards somewhere. By the way, we've reached 1.4 million signatures. I know the Ross guy doesn't want to say we did a good job, because he'll only say that when we reach the end game. He'll only say that because he's trying to choose his words carefully. He doesn't want to what's the word? He doesn't want to put all his chickens in one basket, if you know what I mean. But this is what Ubisoft pretty much means. Microtransactions make the game more fun, but at the same time, for some odd reason, we let you know about the games that have live services are going to end. So how the fuck does that even happen? They could also discontinue. I want you all to know this. All of Ubisoft games rely on you to be online. Except the old games. The old games don't require you to be online, but the new games, all of the new games with Ubisoft require you to be online all the time. So it's like, even with Assassin's Creed Shadows, the game that they've been lying about how many players are playing the game, it's like they require you to use the, what's it called, the Ubi Play Connect thing, and you have to sign up, you have to update the game, and they put themselves in a launcher live service position because they love making single player games a live service. Don't know why, but they put themselves in a position where even if they have microtransactions, they could just terminate your game even though you spent money on it. This is like, oh, we noticed that nobody wanted to buy this game that we made, so even though you spent money on this game, we're just going to discontinue it because nobody wanted to play it, much like Concord. But anyway, I find this whole thing absolutely hilarious because this guy right here, we've already heard that he right now, Stop Killing Games is going through some accusations that are just downright, what's the word I'm looking for? Irrelevant, and they're just straight up accusations. They're playing dirty. They're trying to put as much dirt on Stop Killing Games until they're muffled out, which is not going to happen. It's just not. But they have this going on with themselves. They also they still have that badge of honor of their sexual harassment charges that's still underway. They still have the crew to deal with. That's another lawsuit. Their investors are pissed at this dude, and they won't shut the fuck up about microtransactions. If anything, they double down about you should be happy about not owning your games. So, when you see this, you should just look at this and be like, man, couldn't be me. Man, I want you to know something, chat. Before you look at yourself and say, man, I'm bad at spending money, I'm bad at budgeting my money, there's Ubisoft. There's Ubisoft. A whole fucking, $1 billion company, at least $1 billion, right? $1 million company, that's going down, by the way. This kind of company won't shut the fuck up, and they won't keep on going down with their stock. 86.90% negative. This graph is just a picture of the French company. Oh yeah, we got to take into account the Chinese company now. That's you got to yeah a point there. It still matters though. It still matters. You got a point though, Val. You do. All these lawsuits, and they're more concerned with SKG, bro. Exactly. It's. You know what this reminds me of with Ubisoft? It reminds me of Pirate Software, and I don't really care about Pirate Software anymore. I just look at it as like Pirate Software and Ubisoft are kind of like the same because they won't shut up, they won't admit that they were wrong, and they won't change course at all. Everybody knows about accountability. Everybody has to go through accountability. Everybody messes up sometimes. Everybody makes mistakes. However, it's no longer a mistake if you keep on making mistakes and knowing what's gonna happen. Actually, you don't even have to add that second one. If you keep on fucking up, it's no longer a mistake. You have turned Ubisoft into, you've designed Ubisoft into a clusterfuck of a game development like martial art class. It's like, hey, welcome to Ubisoft Martial Arts. So today we'll teach you how to fuck up your own company in less than 30 days. Sign up for our program. It'll be $300 for the standard edition and $400 for the ultimate edition. It's like, why didn't anybody show up? You know what I mean? It's one of these it's many of these moments right here that really affect them. Ubisoft says players are warned when games may discontinue. No, they do not. No, they do not. If they did, then letting people know, hey, we could just Thanos snap your game out of nowhere, then they know that people won't buy the fucking game. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. If you go, it's like owning a restaurant, and before you give them the food, you say, just to let you know, if we fuck up the food, we're not liable for anything. And they're just like, well, fuck, I don't want to pay for this food if you're not going to be liable for fucking up, or if you gave me something that I'm allergic to. Fuck no, I'm out of here. You see what I'm saying? They can't just go out and say like, oh yeah, the crew, it could just, you know, it could be there one moment and then it could just poof, you know what I mean? Sounds like a good deal. Hobo Apple, hey, what's up? People at Ubisoft must be think they have that having accountability means having the ability to count, and by the look of their stocks, they're screwing that up. True. This is an issue we've been dealing with. Yeah, because this is an issue that you've been dealing with. Yeah, because you've been fucking up. You are the poster boy for game development fuck-ups. You just are. But this issue is not specific to Ubisoft. That is one thing that I will agree with. It's not just Ubisoft. All video game publishers are faced with that issue. You provide a service. No. Who says this is a fucking service? Who says that? Anywhere, who says it's a service? Especially with EU association. What service are you providing? But nothing is written in stone, and at some point the service may be discontinued. Nothing is eternal. That's saying this. You say this more and see what happens when your games come out. Say this more. Every time when a game comes out, say this and see what happens. A lot of this stuff that is seen a lot of this stuff right here, players and buyers are forewarned that eventually the game may be discontinued. No, they're not. We're doing our best to make sure things go well for our players and buyers. No, you're not. All of that is irrelevant. He calls it a far-reaching issue. That is irrelevant. It's only an issue to you. Okay? It's an issue to you because you know you're losing fucking customers. It's worth noting that Stop Killing Games Initiative's main goal is to ensure games with online-only components are updated when each their services ends, so they continue to be playable offline once the servers are turned off. By the way, I heard that not Stop Killing Games, but Ross himself got a little email by somebody who was working on Anthem, and he said after Anthem got shut down, the person in question, I don't know their name, you could just all call this a rumor if you want, but they said they were able to establish a offline server on Anthem with ease. With more time, he could establish offline mode if he could. So when you hear game developers like Ubisoft say, "Oh, we can't do it. It's impossible. We can't find an end of life plan." They might be fucking lying. You know what I mean? They might be lying. But anyway, Yanks are still bitching about EU looking into this. Your commie government will F it up. I don't want to know anything about that. Yeah, it takes 5 seconds to make something peer-to-peer. We've been talking about peer-to-peer for a long time, guys, and we've already cracked the code to take care of end of life. This is why I don't believe in the whole service, because they're not making it a service. They're not making it a service when we cannot be served. You see, I know this sounds corny as fuck, but what I'm saying is, if you cannot come up with this, with the set of tools and the setup to like make sure that the games that we enjoy, especially our old games, especially you know any game from any timeline, especially when it comes to online games, if you cannot figure out or crack the code to make sure that the games that we buy are permanent, then there's only two options. We either change the rules or we don't buy your game. There's a lot of F the customer. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of F the customer. But Hobo Apple says, and also I'm fine with giving a random person developing a game $10 to $30 along as long as they have good intentions in mind. But I'm not fine with giving Ubisoft a single more dollar. And that's it, baby. That's it. That's what's been going on lately. A lot of people are just looking at Ubisoft and saying, this is the poster boy for not how to deal with, you know, being a game developer. Everybody's looking at Ubisoft like, this is what you don't do if you're a game developer. And that's that. By the way, Expedition 33 with former Ubisoft devs are doing well, by the way. Just saying. Just saying. Val says, any game which has a client has a peer-to-peer component. I didn't know that. I did not know that. This is unbelievable. Shit. Yeah, that's unbelievable. I just find it funny that they just keep on with that. I think we could change it up though. Sure. Oh boy, good to see you all. Good to see you all. Everybody's doing well. I can't wait to get back on KCD2 though. I can't wait. Playing a few games on the side though. I kind of want to play Neverwinter Nights 2 again. But we're going back to Metro. The activities, etc., are all on dedicated servers. Abilities, etc., are local. See, here's the thing, though. Corporations have built a structure around video games and their services, and they've established themselves to be the judge, jury, and the executioner. You see what I'm saying? So instead of you owning your games, they have decided for you to only have, you know, rent a license. You see what I'm saying? And that's why we have to use the government to change their ways. I'm all for competition, and I'm all for getting the law involved, especially when it behooves me as the gamer. You see what I'm saying? Because lo and behold, when you have corporations, you know, floundering around inside the gaming industry and doing whatever they want with, you know, policy, TOS, EULAs, and that sort of thing, you start to notice a trend where it's just like, wait, didn't I own games before? Wait, didn't they have peer-to-peer? Wait, didn't we, you know, wait, why are we spending more money on digital game or the same amount on digital games when I don't even have the physical copy? That sort of thing. So it's all just like they've made themselves the arbiter of what we can and cannot do. And we gotta change that shit. We gotta change that shit quick. We can count on companies doing bare minimum though. Yeah. True. Very true. Very true. Do I want to talk about Twitch? Yeah. Kinda. You know what? We're not gonna talk. I mean, Twitch is not really something. I'm not gonna talk about Twitch. Twitch is doing something in pertaining to, right now Twitch is changing their enforcement notes. So basically, Zach Busey on here says it attempts to clarify what you can and cannot include in your bio. It also states that you cannot direct users to another platform. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're in Twitch right now, move over to Kick, because who knows what's gonna happen. I can direct my chat wherever the hell I want. You're not gonna tell me what I can and can't do with the people that want to see me. That is fucking bullshit. They are reaching. This is why Kick and Rumble are moving on up. This is why TikTok is kind of moving on up with the streaming service. This is why YouTube might be better than Twitch. But I do have a Kick thing. You on Kick now? I'm on Kick right now. I'm multi-streaming. I don't give a fuck. How are you gonna tell me that I can multi-stream, but I can't direct them? I'm just saying, man. I have Rumble, but not Kick. I might be doing Rumble. I'm just letting people know in Twitch that I might be multi-streaming away from Twitch and moving to Rumble, Kick, and YouTube. Just letting people know. Just letting it'll most likely be a thing. Because Twitch has been every time that I hear something about Twitch, they either change the rules or they don't even abide by their own rules. You see what I'm saying? Hell, I'll go on Kick to get you that insane rev. I appreciate that, Val. Thank you. Hobo says, yeah, but isn't it stupid that they take no responsibility for what happens to their own servers, but suddenly it's important what happens on the customer's self-hosted server? I think I heard that you have a point, because the CEO, Dan Clancy, he faced criticism for shamelessly promoting his own charity stream in the chats of popular streamers. So he just goes up to some regular streamers and says, hey, why don't you come on down to our charity over here? And then he got fucking timed out for 600 seconds. And I'm like, dude, that's your own TOS. How do you not abide by your own rules? And that's fucking scummy to go to somebody's chat. I'm not gonna go up to Grammar Empress and go in her chat and be like, hey, everybody come over to my stream. Oh, what the fuck? I'm on Twitch for the emotes, but I'll switch to whichever. Kick has some awesome emotes as well. Actually, do I have... Let me see if I got my emotes. Let me see if I got my emotes. Let me see if I got them emotes. Oh wait, I need to get into a certain... I think I need to... Studio, channel, clips, channel. I don't think I'm there yet. Channel emotes. Up to 60 emotes are allowed to be added. What the fuck? Kick just gives me... What the fuck? I need... Bro, they just give me 60... Can I put animated emotes? Bro, let me check. Enter emote name. Hold on, chat. Hold on. I'll put... Easy way to... hardcore mode rap. Let me find that emote. Let me do that one. fuck was that? Hold on. Hold on, chat. Hold on. I want to check something real quick. Must be smaller than 1B. Okay, but it works. Yo, I can put up this. Bro. I could put animated. No fucking way. Let me put a HM wave. Let me do another one. Yeah. Bro, they give me 60? Twitch is like, you can only have 12 emotes. You must grow your stream to use more. Fuck at it, bro. I might be calling my guy and saying, listen, we need to do more emotes. I want American flag emote. I want a British flag and an American like flag like emote flying in the back of my character. Be like, Mr. H smacking air. I'm sorry, there was a fucking gnat that was bugging the shit out of me. Finally beat KCD2 last night. You think it will win Game of the Year? It's possible, but I think if Expedition 33 wasn't around, there's a good chance that it wouldn't. But that Donkey Kong being 10 out of 10, fuck out of here. There's also Death Stranding 2. I am okay with either Expedition 33, KCD 2, or Death Stranding winning, but that's about it. An EU flag, let's go. Yeah, I might do that. I might do a American and a British flag right in the back. What's good streaming service that's better than Twitch? Kick is looking kind of good, a little bit. Kick it is then. Briars is like, well, I want my emotes. I'll get you your emotes. Anyway. I just slapped my own titty. I went. I'm a YouTube gang person, first and foremost, as I like the video. I think it's because bro, what if, bro, I'm telling you, if YouTube added animated, like, I don't know why YouTube doesn't have animated emotes yet, but come on, dude. How do you miss a chance like that? You know what I mean? But I do need to put my emotes on here, definitely. But, dude, guys, I appreciate y'all being here. We are going to end the stream right here, but I will be back in 1 hour, and we're gonna go ahead and finish up Metro Last Light Redux. We're gonna play that in an hour from here. This is a good hard rant. We do have some Wu Chang to play, and if I play KOTOR, basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just playing games that I feel like I want to play. I'm trying my damnedest not to play brand new games. That's why we only tried to play Neverwinter Nights 2, the enhanced edition, yesterday. But yeah, in an hour I will come back with Metro and we will finish that game up. I appreciate and love the support. Y'all are great. Y'all take care of yourselves. Drink some water, please. I'm listening to chat since chat likes to be my girlfriend now, and like, don't forget to do the laundry. We will be playing Wu Chang. All right, I will see you all later. Thank you for the love and support, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.